Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Naruto Shippuden, episode 43. Yes. What happened last time?
Last time, Orochimaru was throwing out snakes all over the place. Fox Naruto put out a bunch of chakra into the air and then condensed it and swallowed it and then did, I don't even know what to call that, a blast of energy in Orochimaru's direction. He put up his blocking gate things and they got destroyed, and then he took out his 15-mile long sword out of his snake head and stabbed Fox Naruto with it back at the bridge. So now everyone's sort of in the one spot again.
Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Get a week ahead on patreon.com/boldcast. Hope you like and subscribe. We hope you enjoy most of all. Support the official release, Crunchyroll, Netflix. Do what you gotta do. Come here to watch us, not just to rewatch the show. Support the official release. Let's go. Naruto Shippuden, episode 43. Just in case you wanted to see it again.
I really didn't.
I've got Naruto near me. Naruto! Oh no.
It can't fully pierce him.
I thought it was through him, but I guess not.
But when he said a smaller version of the Nine Tails.
That must be really difficult to control.
Yeah.
You better reel it in there, Orochi.
That would have been so cool if
You are my friend. Yeah, what?
if he like ran up the sword to Orochimaru's head. That would be the coolest thing.
Or if he was Sasuke and do Dragon Flame Jutsu and just like shoots up the sword. That'd be cool.
If he did literally anything involving that sword that is a direct link to Orochimaru's head,
True.
I would be really happy about that.
It's pointless to keep using my snake sword when it has no effect.
So I guess it's not the grass long sword?
Is Naruto
Snakes.
still alive?
Looks like the grass long sword.
I can't believe you'd go this far, becoming that just to save Sasuke.
Don't you worry one bit. I'm gonna bring Sasuke back. I promise that on my life, Sakura.
What a pitiful child. Sakura, come back! You have to stay away from him!
Naruto! Naruto, stop! It's okay. I can rescue Sasuke. I'm begging you to stop this right now. Please, Naruto, please stop!
She just tripped.
No.
Thanks for cutting it off there.
Meanwhile, at the crater.
Nothing was happening. Apparently, some birds were flying. Great, thank you so much. Sai is
Sai
just
was behind a
lurking
tree.
around.
Sai's painting.
What are you even looking at?
Orochimaru's crazy head.
So was he actually just here to check out Orochimaru?
So does this count as like his birthday now?
I guess the whole thing is like he's like a snake. He's like shedding.
Yeah.
He's like shedding his skin, but it's still just. And it's disturbing how much liquid is involved.
It's disturbing how he's still wearing like a 16-year-old girl's clothes.
That is also true.
4 years later. He got really attached to that fit that he stole from a dead girl.
Finally come. As I predicted, this body is starting to show signs of rejection. Unfortunately, playtime is over.
Get him. Sai just walks up. Hey, I want to join your group.
I must be patient. After all, I still have Sasuke.
Oh, she actually got hit.
Oh, what a shame.
How about you try it, Kabuto?
What do you got to say now, Kabuto? Spit it out. He's gonna lay there, Sakura? What the fuck are you doing?
Don't hurt them. You misunderstand. I no longer intend to hurt any of you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. What are you saying?
He can remote heal? I forgot about that.
I'm saying you and I share a common enemy. The Akatsuki are in the way. And if we let you live, I'm hoping you can get rid of at least one more Akatsuki member for us. So there you have it.
I don't buy it. Let's kill him.
Her wounds are taking longer to heal than I thought. But I can't stick around playing volunteer much longer.
You're right, you should probably just fuck off.
Okay, I've helped you. In exchange, get as many Akatsuki as you can. And as for that teammate of yours over there, well, I trust you can take care of it.
I also want to know, what about this wood makes it so that it doesn't catch on fire? Is that, like, actually something, or is that just a thing?
I'm an envoy from Danzo. I'm not your enemy. And on his behalf, I'd like a word with you.
Hokage style Elder Jutsu! 10th Edict on Enlightenment!
Oh.
It's working. It's like 3rd degree burns all over his fucking body. A million broken bones.
Get on with it.
They're the most awkward.
Geezer's still alive and still up to his old tricks. What do you want to talk about?
I come bearing a message from Danzo to be delivered to you. He says,
Hold it. When you speak to me, I suggest you choose your words carefully. Or else you die.
"But sir, I am only allowed to relay exactly as Danzo has instructed me. If the message meets with your displeasure, by all means do what you will."
Even Sai looks uncomfortable slightly by that licking of the lips. That is the grass longsword. So, well, first of all, what did you think of that episode? They started to get pretty drawn out.
Yeah, I've been, like, just as this has been going on, there's a definite change from the first arc to this arc of, like, how they're doing things. Like, the first time, there was some flashbacks and there was some stuff, but they seemed to do it in a way that wasn't disruptive.
And something really significant was learned or happened
Yeah,
every episode.
and it wasn't just the same thing every time. Even though there was, like, the Team Guy fight, that was, like, kind of bad, but that was, like, the worst of it. And,
Yeah.
it wasn't the most horrible thing I've ever seen. But it seems like at this point they're just, like, disrupting some really powerful moments with literally nothing. With some shot of a crater for, like, 10 seconds, then some birds, then Sai and Orochimaru just looking at each other for, like, 2 minutes straight.
It's like, it feels like an addict has, like, kicked their habit and they gone sober. And they did it for a while, but now it's like they're relapsing.
Oh, with them
The
just having to
pacing and
put
the flash
yeah.
and like just everything, the unnecessary recapping, and everything, the classic Naruto.
Like, especially just during this fight, I kind of had a hard time getting super invested because it seemed like they were just tearing you away at exactly the wrong moments.
Yeah.
Every time.
It has the Naruto syndrome really bad.
Yeah. Which, like, in OG Naruto, it wasn't, like, I just sort of, we still complained
kind of
about it,
accepted it.
But you expect it. It wasn't that bad all the time. But this time, since we had such a good run of, like, actually good pacing and actually not doing shit like that. I mean, some of you guys will probably disagree and say that it was doing that the whole time. But, like, I didn't find myself noticing it.
Here's the
as
thing.
much.
I don't think many people will disagree because this arc is known to be like the worst arc in Shippuden. And I was going to say that earlier, but you weren't like hating it.
I kept giving it a chance, and then they just keep doing it. This is like this entire Naruto or like I guess kind of more like Fox versus Orochimaru fight would have been really cool, but it just seemed like they kept like making it not cool.
Yeah, it's like they invested in it enough to like give it some good animation for one episode, but not enough to like condense the meat of the arc, all of the fight into that one episode and make it a really badass thing. They still wanted to use it to stretch it out and everything, which sucks. But yeah, and I know people might disagree about this. I'm not sure if many people do. I think the worst arc is a strong way of phrasing it, but like. People consider this to be like the hump, and then after this, it really like starts taking off.
Yeah.
Like once you get over this, a lot of people consider some people will consider the first arc lumped in with this. Like the first 50 plus episodes are kind of like just get over that. But the same people who say that probably say that for all of OG Naruto. But like the first arc, in my opinion, especially after rewatching it, really good. This one. There's a reason I dropped it here, and I dropped it within the next couple episodes because it's a kind of a slog to get through. But there are some good stuff. There's some cool things going on, but it does have like that Naruto thing. But after it, I know, especially after this arc, the next arc You will love it. I guarantee it. It might be one of your favorite arcs, next arc. So get hyped for that. And I won't say why I think that, but yeah.
Yeah, so I don't hate it, but I'm just not as invested in the fight because I'm like, as I've talked about before, I feel like if Orochimaru gets killed, at least I hope it's Sasuke who kills him. So I'm like, okay, I feel like the fight could have been really cool because it's the first time we see Naruto with the 4 tails going all fox mode. And also the first time we see Orochimaru do a lot of stuff, but then Orochimaru just kind of gets tired and is like, yeah, it's time to go now. And then Kabuto just heals Sakura and is like, I'll do this as payment for you taking out more Akatsuki. Like they weren't already going to try and take out more Akatsuki members if they
Well, that's why, but she could die there.
I guess that's fair.
She can't take him out if she's dead.
That's true. And I guess it was like a pretty bad wound.
But that's the thing. It's like the reason it's like, oh, well, what the fuck, why is this relevant is because it doesn't feel like Sakura's super in danger. 1, because she's Sakura. 2, because it's Naruto and Sakura. 3, it's just the whole presentation of the moment. There's not a lot of tension. Because it's drawn out over so long. It's not just like Naruto, sort of, his eyes shoot over and then he just smacks her and really, like, badly wounds her. It's just like drawn out over 5 minutes. He's just, first of all, Naruto, who was going crazy earlier, is just sitting there like a dog under anesthesia, and is just like just sitting there doing nothing, like,
yeah,
when he was just freaking out a minute ago.
Yeah, anyway, and then Sai is just, man, I hope I kind of wish he would just die like right there. By Orochimaru. But yeah, so I guess he went on this to go deliver some kind of message to Orochimaru, which is interesting, I suppose, because there's no guarantee that they would meet up with Orochimaru himself on this mission. So I guess they just, it was kind of a just in case scenario, and the fact that Orochimaru showed up just was really lucky. Yeah, and so at the end, Yamato is like, what is he do? He's like doing that thing, I suppose. Like previously they got told that he could like control tailed beasts or something.
Yamato?
Yeah. Yeah,
the first Hokage was known for controlling, like, he was the one who had the power of controlling the Nine Tails.
So is like that, was he using like that ability right there with Naruto?
What do you think, Lindsay?
I think okay, yeah, I'm just,
what do you think he was doing? The Hokage art,
style.
style.
I guess I'm just thinking.
You just need to clarify that the spy is a spy of sorcery on Orochimaru. Is that your clarification?
I guess I'm just thinking about how that
critical thinking
works.
Skills are off the charts, by the way. Just so you know, you should really be proud of yourself. What works?
Like, so he's, I guess, containing the Nine Tails chakra into, like, back into Naruto? Or like, I guess? And he's also inside a, like, wooden spiked cage type of thing. I guess just in case it doesn't work and he, like, tries to get away. But maybe he'll tell more about that the next episode. And we'll also see what Naruto, like, how Naruto is after he gets out of that. Like, if he takes a while to become himself again, or if he's just, like, writhing around in pain. And, like, how much of it would he remember, I guess. I don't know if Jiraiya, like, said that when he was talking about it previously. But that would be interesting. Also, I love how this is the first time Sakura has seen, like, anything to do with Naruto and his, like, the Nine Tails power. Because she's been unconscious or just not there, like, every time. And then she sees him in, like, the worst state possible. It's pretty rough for her. And she feels really guilty about it as well, because she remembered that it was also... I mean, Naruto probably would have been hell-bent on getting Sasuke back anyway, but since she, like, made him promise, and promising is a big deal, she, like, feels really shitty about that as well. Next episode.